7 powerful traits God planted in you from childhood. Have you ever wondered why, despite the chaos, uncertainties, and doubts that life relentlessly throws at us, there remains an undeniable spark within you? A spark that whispers in the stillness, urging you to believe in something greater, to reach for something higher, and to strive for something meaningful. This is not mere coincidence or wishful thinking, it is a divine mystery, a truth etched deep within the very core of your being. Long before you spoke your first words or took your first steps, certain traits were intricately woven into your soul. These aren't random quirks or accidental gifts, they are seeds of greatness, planted by a hand far wiser than ours. They've been present all along, often unnoticed, yet silently shaping the trajectory of your life. These traits are more than just abilities, they are markers of purpose, reminders of your connection to something infinite, something eternal. Picture this: you are walking through a dense, shadowy forest. The towering trees form a canopy so thick that only shards of light pierce through, casting mysterious patterns on the ground. Every step feels uncertain, yet something compels you to keep moving forward. Then, amidst the shadows, you stumble upon a small, glowing seed resting quietly on the forest floor. As you pick it up, it feels alive in your hand, pulsating with potential, as if it holds a story waiting to unfold. That forest is life. The glowing seed. It is the essence of who you are. And here's the truth: those seeds of greatness aren't new discoveries. They've been with you from the beginning, patiently waiting for you to recognize them. Perhaps, like many, you've been too busy navigating the demands of the world to notice them. Or maybe you've been convinced by the noise of doubt and fear that they didn't exist at all. But let me ask you, have you ever felt a sudden surge of courage in the face of fear? A deep sense of wonder when confronted with the beauty of the world, or an unshakable resolve to keep going, even when the odds were stacked against you? These moments are not coincidences, they are glimpses of the powerful traits God planted within you, traits like resilience, imagination, compassion, and faith. Each one is a piece of a divine puzzle, a reminder of the greatness you were created for. The suspense is not in whether you possess these traits, you do. The question is how many of them you have yet to uncover. What if you've only scratched the surface of your potential? What if, buried beneath layers of doubt, distractions, and fear, there are treasures waiting to be rediscovered? What if, by the end of this journey, you could awaken the forgotten parts of yourself and begin living with a clarity and purpose you've only dreamed of? Stay with me. Together, we'll journey into the depths of these 7 traits, unraveling their mystery, uncovering their purpose, and embracing their promise. By the end, you won't just see yourself differently, you'll feel the power of what it means to fully step into the person God created you to be. Because this isn't just a forest of uncertainty, it's the sacred ground where the seeds of your destiny were planted, waiting for you to find them. Let's begin. 1. Curiosity, the drive to explore. Curiosity is one of the most profound traits God planted within you, a trait that manifests from the moment you take your first breath. It's a divine whisper that urges you to look beyond what is immediately visible and to uncover the mysteries that surround you. Curiosity isn't just an idle wonder, it's an active hunger to explore, learn, and grow. It is the reason humanity has built civilizations, discovered the vastness of the universe, and delved deep into the intricacies of the human soul. From the moment a child begins to speak, their favorite word is often why this simple question carries the weight of human progress. It signifies a refusal to accept things at face value and a yearning to dig deeper. God embedded this trait within you to ensure that you would never stagnate, that you would always seek more knowledge, more understanding, and more truth. Curiosity shapes the way you perceive the world. It transforms every ordinary moment into an opportunity for discovery. A child picking up a leaf isn't just holding a piece of nature, they're marveling at its veins, its texture, and its design. This same trait, when carried into adulthood, allows you to see beyond routine and embrace life as an adventure. The mundane becomes extraordinary, and the limits of the familiar dissolve into boundless possibilities. But curiosity isn't without its challenges. As you grow, the world often tries to stifle this trait. You're told to stop asking so many questions, to focus on practicalities, and to suppress your sense of wonder. The demands of life responsibilities, deadlines, and societal expectations can make curiosity feel like a luxury rather than a necessity. Yet, deep within, the spark of curiosity never truly fades. It waits, sometimes buried beneath the noise, for you to rediscover it. This rediscovery often happens in moments of stillness or crisis, when life becomes predictable, or when you face a challenge that shakes your understanding. Curiosity reawakens. It prompts you to ask questions like, what else is possible? Or is there a better way? These questions are the birthplace of change. They lead to breakthroughs, whether in your personal life, your relationships, or your career. Curiosity also plays a vital role in your spiritual journey. It's what drives you to seek God, to understand His purpose for your life, and to explore the depths of your own soul. Without curiosity, faith becomes stagnant, a set of rules rather than a living relationship. But when you embrace this trait, you find yourself drawn into the mystery of the divine, discovering new facets of God's character and His creation. In practical terms, nurturing curiosity means giving yourself permission to wonder. It means asking questions without fear of judgment and pursuing answers with an open mind. Read widely, engage in meaningful conversations, and explore new environments. Challenge your assumptions and be willing to admit when you don't know something. Remember, curiosity isn't about having all the answers, it's about the joy of seeking them. As you cultivate this trait, you'll notice its ripple effects. Curiosity enhances creativity, fuels innovation, and deepens your connections with others. It allows you to approach problems with a fresh perspective and to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It turns failures into lessons and setbacks into stepping stones. Curiosity is a reflection of God's infinite nature. Just as He is limitless, so is your capacity to learn and grow. By embracing this trait, you align yourself with His purpose, becoming a lifelong explorer of truth, beauty, and meaning. 2. Imagination, the vision to dream. Imagination is a sacred gift, a trait that transcends the physical world and allows you to envision what could be. From childhood, God planted this trait within you, not as a fleeting pastime, but as a cornerstone of your purpose. Imagination is the bridge between reality and possibility, the tool that enables you to dream, create, and transform. As a child, your imagination knew no bounds. A cardboard box could become a spaceship, a simple blanket could transform into a royal cape, and an empty field could turn into a battlefield of epic proportions. These playful scenarios weren't just idle fantasies, they were the earliest expressions of the divine trait of imagination at work. They reflected your ability to see beyond the surface, to perceive potential in the mundane. As you grew older, the world began to impose its limits. You were told to be realistic, to focus on facts, and to leave your dreams behind in favor of practicality. Yet, even in the face of these restrictions, the spark of imagination never truly faded. It lingered in the background, manifesting in moments of daydreaming, creative problem-solving, and silent aspirations. Imagination is what allows you to see a future that doesn't yet exist and to work toward making it a reality. It's the source of all innovation, from groundbreaking technologies to timeless works of art. Every invention, every masterpiece, and every movement that has shaped history began as an idea in someone's imagination. This trait, planted within you, carries the same potential to impact the world. But imagination isn't just about creating, it's about healing and growing. It enables you to reframe negative experiences and to envision a better version of yourself. When faced with challenges, imagination helps you see beyond the immediate pain and toward the possibilities for growth and transformation. It's the foundation of hope, a light that guides you through the darkest of times. On a spiritual level, imagination is a reflection of God's creative nature. Just as He spoke the universe into existence, you are called to create, whether it's through art, relationships, or solutions to the problems you encounter. Your imagination connects you to the divine, allowing you to participate in His ongoing work of creation. To nurture this trait, you must first give yourself permission to dream. Set aside the skepticism that tells you something isn't possible. Allow yourself to envision a life that aligns with your deepest desires and purpose. Surround yourself with inspiration, whether through books, art, nature, or meaningful conversations. Feed your imagination with experiences that challenge your perspective and broaden your horizons. Practical exercises, such as journaling, brainstorming, or engaging in creative hobbies, can help you rekindle your imagination. Reflect on your childhood dreams and consider how they might still hold relevance today. When faced with problems, ask yourself, what if this simple question can unlock new possibilities and solutions? Imagination also thrives in community. Engage with others who inspire you, who challenge your ideas, and who encourage your vision. Collaboration often sparks creativity, leading to outcomes that surpass what you could achieve alone. Above all, trust your imagination. It is not a frivolous escape, but a divine tool meant to guide you. By embracing this trait, you align yourself with your God-given purpose, becoming a co-creator in His grand design. Imagination transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities, reminding you that the life you envision is not just a dream, it is a glimpse of the reality you were created to build. 3. Resilience, the power to rise. Resilience is perhaps one of the most underestimated traits, yet it is one of the most powerful. From your earliest days, God planted this trait deep within your spirit, knowing that life would bring challenges, setbacks, and trials. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or difficulty, it's about rising from it stronger, wiser, and more determined. It's the essence of perseverance, the ability to keep going when everything in you wants to give up. Think back to when you were a toddler learning to walk. You fell countless times. Sometimes you cried, sometimes you hesitated, but you always got back up. That was resilience at its purest. It wasn't taught, it was instinctive. It was the God-given drive to rise, no matter how many times you fell. As you grew, this trait was meant to be nurtured, yet life often throws challenges that seem insurmountable. That's where the true power of resilience comes into play. Resilience doesn't mean you're immune to pain. It acknowledges the hurt, but refuses to let it define you. It's what turns failure into a lesson, disappointment into determination, and loss into a new beginning. Consider the storms of your life, whether it was heartbreak, financial struggles, or personal failures. In those moments, resilience whispered, "This is not the end. Stand up and try again." The world often glorifies success, but overlooks the resilience it took to get there. Behind every triumph is a story of someone who refused to quit, who chose to believe in the possibility of a better tomorrow. Resilience is the unseen force that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It's not a trait reserved for a select few, it's in you, waiting to be awakened. Resilience is not just an individual journey, it's deeply connected to your spiritual life. God's presence in your hardships is a reminder that you are never alone. His strength becomes your strength, His promises become your anchor, and His love becomes your motivation. Resilience teaches you to trust in God's timing, to see setbacks as setups for something greater, and to hold on to faith even when the road ahead is unclear. To nurture resilience, you must embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Reflect on your past struggles and recognize how they shaped you. What skills, wisdom, or strength did you gain? Every trial carries a lesson, and every lesson prepares you for what's to come. Another key to resilience is surrounding yourself with supportive people. A strong community of friends, mentors, or family can remind you of your strength when you forget it. They can encourage you to keep going, offering perspective and hope in moments of despair. Practically, building resilience also involves taking care of your physical and mental health. Exercise, rest, and mindfulness can help you cope with stress and maintain balance. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring your pain, it means acknowledging it and taking steps to heal. Finally, remember that resilience is a process, not a destination. Each time you rise, you become a little stronger, a little more capable of facing the next challenge. With resilience, you learn that life's difficulties don't define you, your response does. You are more powerful than you realize, and with this God-given trait, there is nothing you cannot overcome. 4. Compassion, the heart to love. Compassion is one of the most profound and divine traits God has given you. It is the ability to feel deeply for others, to empathize with their struggles, and to take action to alleviate their pain. From the moment you were born, this trait has been part of you. Even as a child, you likely felt a natural inclination to comfort a crying friend or share what little you had with someone in need. Compassion is more than an emotion, it's a reflection of God's heart within you. Compassion starts with awareness. It's the ability to look beyond yourself and see the needs of others. In a world that often promotes self-interest, compassion sets you apart. It reminds you that your purpose is not just to serve yourself, but to serve others. This trait connects you to humanity, creating bonds that transcend differences in culture, background, or beliefs. As you grew older, life may have hardened parts of your heart. Disappointments, betrayals, or the sheer busyness of life might have dulled your sensitivity to others. But deep down, compassion never left you. It waits like a quiet ember, ready to be reignited. Sometimes it takes a personal experience of suffering to remind you of its presence. When you've walked through your own valleys, you gain a deeper understanding of others' pain, and compassion becomes a bridge of healing. Compassion is not weakness. It is strength. It takes courage to open your heart, to care deeply, and to take action. Compassion doesn't just comfort the receiver, it transforms the giver. When you practice compassion, you align yourself with God's purpose, allowing His love to flow through you. This trait also has a profound impact on your relationships. Compassion fosters understanding, patience, and forgiveness. It helps you navigate conflicts with grace and build connections that are rooted in mutual respect. It reminds you that everyone is fighting battles you may not see, and that kindness has the power to change lives. On a larger scale, compassion drives change. Some of history's greatest movements were born out of compassion. Leaders, activists, and ordinary people who saw suffering and decided to act, these are the ones who have left lasting legacies. You, too, have the capacity to make a difference, whether in small, everyday acts of kindness or in larger efforts to address injustice. To cultivate compassion, start by slowing down. In the rush of life, it's easy to overlook the needs of others. Take time to truly listen, to observe, and to empathize. Volunteer your time, offer a helping hand, or simply be present for someone who is struggling. These small acts can create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. Prayer and reflection can also deepen your compassion. Ask God to help you see others through His eyes, to soften your heart, and to guide you in serving those around you. Compassion is not something you have to create, it's something you allow to flow through you. Remember that compassion begins with yourself. You cannot pour into others if you are running on empty. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you offer to others. Recognize your own struggles and take steps to care for your heart, mind, and spirit. Compassion is a gift, both to you and to the world. It is a reminder of the divine within you, a reflection of God's love for all creation. By embracing this trait, you become a light in the darkness, a source of hope and healing for those around you. Compassion is not just a trait, it's a calling, a purpose, and a legacy that leaves the world better than you found it. 5. Faith, the courage to believe. Faith is a cornerstone trait, planted deep within your soul from the moment you entered this world. It is the courage to believe in what you cannot see, to trust in the promises of God, and to hold on to hope even when circumstances seem bleak. As a child, faith came naturally. You believed in the goodness of others, the certainty of tomorrow, and the existence of a loving God without hesitation. It was simple and pure, a reflection of the divine trust you were created to embody. As life unfolds, challenges arise that test your faith. Disappointments, failures, and heartbreaks can shake the foundation of your belief. Doubt creeps in, whispering that perhaps the world is too chaotic, too unfair for faith to make sense. Yet even in those moments, faith remains like a steady flame, flickering but never extinguished. It is a divine gift, a connection to something far greater than yourself. Faith is not blind optimism, it is the audacity to trust when logic says otherwise. It is what gives you the strength to take risks, to step into the unknown, and to pursue dreams that seem impossible. Without faith, life can feel small, confined by the limits of what you see and understand. With faith, the world opens up, filled with endless possibilities and the assurance that God is working behind the scenes, even when you cannot perceive it. This trait becomes especially powerful in times of adversity. When the storms of life rage, faith anchors you. It reminds you that no storm lasts forever, and that every challenge carries the seed of a greater purpose. Faith is what allows you to move forward, even when the path is unclear, trusting that God will make a way where there seems to be none. Faith also connects you to your spiritual heritage. Throughout history, those who achieved greatness, whether in leadership, innovation, or acts of compassion, were often driven by an unshakable faith. They saw beyond their immediate circumstances and believed in a vision of what could be. You are part of that lineage, equipped with the same divine courage to believe in the unseen. To nurture faith, start by reflecting on God's past faithfulness. Recall the times when things seemed hopeless but worked out in ways you could not have anticipated. Let these memories serve as reminders that God's plan is always greater than your understanding. Surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage your faith. Their stories and perspectives can reignite your trust in moments of doubt. Prayer and meditation are also vital. Faith grows when you spend time with God, seeking His guidance and aligning your heart with His will. It's in these quiet moments that you are reminded of His promises and assured of His presence. Finally, live out your faith. Trust isn't just a feeling, it's an action. Step into situations that challenge your comfort zone, believing that God will equip you for the journey. Share your faith with others, not just through words, but through how you live. Your courage to believe can inspire those around you to embrace their own faith. Faith is more than a trait. It is a way of life. It transforms fear into courage, doubt into hope, and obstacles into opportunities. It is the lens through which you see the world not as it is, but as it could be through the power of God. By nurturing this divine gift, you unlock a life of purpose, peace, and profound joy. 6. Adaptability, the ability to change. Adaptability is one of the most underrated yet profoundly essential traits God has given you. From the earliest moments of your life, this trait has been evident. As a child, you adapted to new environments, learned new skills with ease, and embraced change with an open heart. Whether it was starting school, making new friends, or navigating unfamiliar situations, adaptability enabled you to grow and thrive. This trait is God's way of preparing you for the uncertainties of life. Change is inevitable, and while it often feels uncomfortable, it is also the catalyst for growth. Adaptability allows you to face change not with fear but with a sense of opportunity. It's the ability to pivot, to adjust your plans without losing sight of your goals, and to find solutions in the midst of challenges. Adaptability is often tested in times of transition. Whether it's a career shift, a move to a new city, or a change in relationships, life requires you to let go of the familiar and embrace the unknown. These moments can feel daunting, but they also reveal the strength of your adaptability. Each time you adjust to a new situation, you grow more resilient and capable. This trait is not just about surviving change, it's about thriving in it. Adaptability teaches you to see change as a gift, a chance to reinvent yourself and discover new possibilities. It's the reason humanity has progressed, why individuals overcome seemingly insurmountable odds, and why you too can navigate life's certainties with grace and confidence. On a spiritual level, adaptability reflects God's nature. He is unchanging, yet His plans for you often involve change, guiding you into new seasons and opportunities. When you trust in His purpose, adaptability becomes an act of faith. It's a willingness to let go of control and surrender to His greater plan, knowing that every change serves a divine purpose. To cultivate adaptability, begin by shifting your mindset about change. Instead of fearing it, view it as an opportunity for growth. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, asking, "What can I learn from this?" Or "How can this make me stronger?" Surround yourself with people who inspire you to adapt, whether through their own stories or by offering encouragement during transitions. Practical steps can also help you become more adaptable. Develop a growth mindset by seeking out new experiences and challenges. Learn new skills, step out of your comfort zone, and practice flexibility in your daily life. These small actions build your capacity to handle larger changes with confidence. Adaptability also involves self-awareness. Recognize your emotional responses to change and address them with compassion. It's natural to feel resistance or fear, but by acknowledging these feelings, you can move through them rather than being paralyzed by them. Prayer and reflection are powerful tools in this process, helping you stay grounded and aligned with God's guidance. Finally, remember that adaptability is not about losing yourself in the process. It's about staying true to your core values while adjusting to the circumstances around you. This balance allows you to navigate change without compromising your identity or purpose. Adaptability is a testament to your strength and resilience. It's the trait that ensures you can face life's twists and turns with grace, emerging stronger and wiser. By embracing this gift, you align yourself with God's plan, stepping boldly into the future with confidence and faith. Adaptability is not just a survival skill, it's a divine tool that empowers you to live fully, no matter what life brings your way. 7. Joy, the gift of gratitude. Joy is one of the most beautiful and transformative traits God has planted within you. From the moment you entered the world, it was woven into the fabric of your being, a divine reminder that life, no matter how challenging, is a gift to be celebrated. Unlike fleeting happiness, which depends on external circumstances, joy is a deep, abiding sense of contentment and gratitude that flows from within. It is not simply an emotion, it is a state of being that reflects your connection to God's presence and His purpose for your life. As a child, joy came naturally to you. It was in your laughter, your sense of wonder, and your ability to find delight in the simplest things: a butterfly fluttering by, a story read aloud, or the comforting embrace of a loved one. These moments weren't just ordinary, they were sacred, reminding you of the beauty and goodness in the world. This childlike joy was not naive, it was profound. It revealed your innate ability to appreciate life as it was meant to be lived in the present, with a heart full of gratitude. But as you grew older, life likely became more complicated. The demands of adulthood, the weight of responsibilities, and the inevitable hardships you faced may have dulled your sense of joy. Perhaps you began to equate joy with achievement or material success, only to find that these pursuits often left you feeling empty. Yet even in these moments of disconnection, joy remained within you, waiting to be rediscovered. It is a gift that can never be taken away, for it is rooted not in the external but in the eternal. Joy is intrinsically tied to gratitude. When you focus on the blessings in your life, no matter how small, joy begins to surface. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see abundance where others see lack and opportunity where others see obstacles. It reminds you that even in the darkest times, there is always something to be thankful for, be it the lessons learned from pain, the support of a loved one, or the simple gift of another day. This trait is also deeply spiritual. Joy is not just a reflection of your circumstances, it is a reflection of your faith. It stems from the assurance that God is with you, that His plans for you are good, and that His love is unchanging. This assurance allows you to experience joy even in the midst of trials, knowing that every challenge has a purpose and every difficulty is an opportunity for growth. Joy is a testament to your trust in God's sovereignty, a declaration that His goodness transcends your immediate reality. In practical terms, cultivating joy begins with a mindset shift. Instead of waiting for perfect circumstances, choose to embrace joy in the here and now. Start by identifying the small moments that bring you happiness: a kind word, a beautiful sunset, or a quiet moment of peace. These are not insignificant. They are reminders of God's presence in your daily life. The more you acknowledge and savor these moments, the more joy will take root in your heart. Another powerful way to nurture joy is through acts of service. When you step outside of yourself to help others, you often find a sense of fulfillment and purpose that reignites your joy. Service reminds you that life is not just about what you can receive, but about what you can give. It shifts your focus from self-centered pursuits to meaningful connections, fostering a deeper sense of gratitude and joy. Community also plays a vital role in experiencing joy. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, who encourage you to see the good even when life feels overwhelming. Joy is contagious, and being in the presence of joyful individuals can have a profound impact on your own outlook. Seek out those who celebrate life, who find reasons to laugh, and who remind you of the beauty in the ordinary. On a deeper level, joy can be cultivated through spiritual practices. Prayer, meditation, and worship are powerful tools for reconnecting with the source of your joy, God Himself. These practices allow you to center your heart, quiet your mind, and align yourself with His purposes. They remind you that true joy comes not from what the world offers, but from the peace and assurance found in His presence. Resilience is also closely tied to joy. Life will inevitably bring moments of sorrow, disappointment, and hardship, but joy is what enables you to persevere. It doesn't ignore pain, rather it acknowledges it while choosing to focus on hope. Joy gives you the strength to endure, the courage to keep moving forward, and the perspective to see challenges as opportunities for growth. It is the anchor that holds you steady in the storms of life, reminding you that even in the midst of difficulty, there is reason to rejoice. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of joy is its ability to radiate outward. When you embrace this gift, it not only changes your life, but also impacts those around you. Joy has a ripple effect, inspiring and uplifting others in ways you may never fully realize. A simple smile, a word of encouragement, or a gesture of kindness can brighten someone's day and remind them of the goodness in the world. In this way, your joy becomes a light in the darkness, a reflection of God's love that draws others closer to Him. Lastly, joy is a choice. It is not something that happens to you, it is something you actively cultivate. It requires intentionality, a decision to focus on the good even when life feels overwhelming. This doesn't mean denying your struggles or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see beyond your circumstances, to trust in God's plan, and to celebrate the blessings in your life. Joy is an act of defiance against despair, a declaration that hope and love will always prevail. In embracing joy, you align yourself with the life God intended for you, a life marked not by fear or striving, but by peace, gratitude, and purpose. Joy is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a profound state of being that transforms how you see yourself, others, and the world. It is a gift that reflects the divine within you, a testament to your faith, and a legacy that can inspire others to seek the same. By nurturing this God-given trait, you unlock a wellspring of strength, resilience, and hope. Joy reminds you that life, no matter how challenging, is a gift worth celebrating. It is the melody in the midst of chaos, the light in the darkest night, and the unshakable assurance that you are deeply loved and divinely purposed. Embrace it, live it, and let it radiate through every aspect of your life. As we draw to a close, reflect on this profound truth. The traits God planted within you from childhood are not accidental. They are intentional. They are divine gifts, placed in your soul to guide, strengthen, and empower you throughout your journey. These traits, curiosity, imagination, resilience, compassion, faith, adaptability, and joy, are not fleeting qualities but eternal treasures designed to help you navigate life's complexities with purpose and grace. You are not here by chance. Every trial you've faced, every triumph you've celebrated, and every question you've pondered has been a part of your unique story, a story authored by God Himself. The traits we've explored today are not just tools for survival, they are keys to unlocking the fullness of who you were created to be. They connect you to your Creator, remind you of your worth, and equip you to leave an indelible mark on the world. But the beauty of these traits is that they are not static, they grow as you nurture them. Curiosity deepens as you seek truth. Imagination expands as you dream boldly. Resilience strengthens as you rise from challenges. And compassion flourishes as you love others selflessly. Faith becomes unshakable as you trust in God's promises. Adaptability sharpens as you embrace change. And joy radiates as you live with gratitude. Now the question remains, what will you do with these gifts? Will you allow the world's distractions, doubts, and fears to bury them, or will you choose to cultivate and embrace them fully? The choice is yours. But know this: when you step into the traits God has placed within you, you align yourself with His divine purpose. You become not just a survivor, but a beacon of hope, love, and light in a world that desperately needs it. As you leave here today, carry this knowledge with you. You are equipped, you are empowered, and you are deeply loved. Let these truths inspire you to rediscover the gifts within, to live boldly, and to become the person God created you to be. The seeds have been planted, now it's time to let them bloom.